afternoon, everyone. So I believe you already understand your midterm exam task. Today is dedicated for continuing the demo of LangChain and FlowiseAI, and also open question and answer, open discussion regarding your mid-exam task from me. So let's spend 1 hour for that two agenda. Let's start with the second agenda regarding the mid-exam. Is anyone want to have questions or discussion regarding your topic, reproducing topic on Hugging Face? Do let me know. So who is here? Aurelia. So what about you, Aurelia? Aurelia, your midterm exam is okay? Who else? Mastika. Ramzan. Wilson. Is there any issue or any problems or challenge, or you need more time? Let me know.
Yes, sir. We need more time.
So, have you decided your reproducing task?
Sir. I will start, sir, working from tomorrow.
Okay. So the first thing you have to do is to find the pre-trained model that you want to manipulate.
Okay, sir.
If you have pre-trained models, that means what you can do is fine-tuning or just consumption of the model, like making some inference of the model, okay? But in this midterm exam, you are required to do fine-tuning, means that adding more data set. You can do for language model or for downstream model like sentiment analysis or other tasks in Hugging Face. Hugging Face provide many models, okay?
Yes,
and then
sir.
you can see the data set, and then you can add more data set and then train again. And then from then you can publish your fine-tuned model again to Hugging Face. Okay, so I think we already discussed that scope. So if you need more time, we need to make the consensus today. How much time do you need? So JC can prepare to extend the deadline. Is there any idea from Ramzan, Aurelia, Mastika, Wilson?
Siang, Pak.
Ya.
Izin bertanya, Pak. Itu kalau modelnya di Hugging Face, model utamanya kan misalnya A, terus dia di fine tuning jadi model B. Kalau misalnya yang dipakainya itu B, itu nggak apa-apa, fine tuning lagi istilahnya.
Ya, nggak apa-apa, nggak apa-apa. So let's say you have A pre-trained. That means the model is already trained. You got the weight parameters of the model, right? And then you add more data. There is many guidelines on how to do fine-tuning with additional data. That means you adjust the model parameters. So you have another pre-trained called B, yeah? So you can reuse B and publish B to the Hugging Face.
Okay, Pak.
Okay. So what about the timeline? Let's say, so because I don't want to delay another lecture. So after this language model, which is you will learn about LangChain and FlowiseAI today. After that, we are entering generative model for vision. Yeah, computer vision itself has many generative model like generative adversarial network, variational autoencoder, and stable diffusion or probabilistic diffusion model. So that we will cover before the final exam. So please make sure during this midterm exam, you are done your exploration, initial exploration on transformer and LangChain. So you can extend to generative model in computer vision. The current trend in AI is multi-modality, means that you have model from vision, from NLP, you combine the modality, so the AI can be more smarter, like you can input image, it can give you text, or you can input text, it can give you images, or you can input image and text, like visual question and answer, and then you can get the result of analysis. So we are in the era of multimodal generative AI, so you need to learn more. So even we extend this exam, we will continue lecture next week, yeah, on generative model for images. We will follow our guideline in D2L book, yeah. And also I will add more material from CS231 and from Stanford. So having said that, so I will give the session to JC to show you more about LangChain, FlowWise, and if you want to ask any question regarding fine-tuning transformer, please ask JC so he can give you the hints and guidance on how to start on your midterm exam. Okay? Okay, so please, JC, please continue the demo, practical demo for LangChain, FlowWise, and also if there is any question regarding transformer, please help the team to do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Let me share my screen first. So, the link for our midterm exam can be found in here. It is actually available on our full what's it called, lectures material. And if you scroll down here, you can see UTS UI 2024, 2024, and in here you can find the PowerPoint on about the exam and the submission link. In here, if you have already done your assignment, midterm assignment, you can fill out this table with your name, NPM, your pretend model link, and the dataset, and your fine-tuned pretend model, and also the document model link, like we've discussed last week with using Overleaf. If you haven't tried Overleaf, this is the templates for making journals. It is already finished. You just have to edit this content. Also, yeah, so if you have any question, just ask, or we'll happily answer. And don't forget, we are having this midterm assignment, not to make you a burden or make it hard on yourself. Just make it fun and try to learn something new from it. I hope everyone can, like that, learn something new from this assignment. Okay, if anyone have a question, just ask on the chat or just open your mic, and we will continue our showcase on using what's it called? I'm sorry. On using, wait. Second, on using flowchain, Flowise, I mean, if we were discontinued last week on showcasing LangChain, you can always open Google and type in Flowise AI. If you have followed the tutorial last week, you need to know that for using Flowise, you need to download npm or Node.js and install the Flowise with this command. And if you have installed your Flowise, you can start the Flowise on your local machine with this command. I will start mine. It will take some time for, all right. And it's already finished. To open it, you can just open it on 127.0.0.1 colon 3000. In here, you can open the, let me see. The main menu of Flowise you can find here with your chat flows, marketplaces, tools, assistants, and credentials. Because Flowise is just a wrapper for LangChain, and like LangChain, it doesn't actually have any LLMs or models. It uses another marketplace or websites like Hugging Face or OpenAI. For example, we're going to try make a new chat flow. You just have to click add new in here. All right. Let me see. Okay. Just like LangChain, we are going to make a chain of models with LLM chain. I will save this chat flow. On this one, we are going to set it out. Chain prompts. Save it. And for the first time, we are going to search on the LLM chain. Let's see. Click on this. If you scroll on to chains, and you can find LLM chain. So it will chain an LLM. As you can see, it requires a language model and the prompt. For language model, you can see here in LLMs, for the first one, you can use many elements like AWS, Azure, Google Vertex, and Hugging Face, Olama, and OpenAI. For this one, we are going to try with the free one from Hugging Face. In here, you can connect the Hugging Face inference to the language model. And for this one, you have to connect a credential. To get your Hugging Face credential, you can find on Hugging Face and on profile, click on settings. And I think on the left part, there are access tokens. And you can create a new token from here, and you can copy the token. And if you have copied your token, you can, if you click on this arrow, this triangle, you can create a new token and give it a name and just paste your credential in here. Because I have already done creating the token, the credential called have access token, I can just use it from here on this tab. And for this one, I will see on the models. For this one, let's see. Let's see if we can use this one. We don't know. I haven't tried it yet, but let's see. You can just type in the model here, copy and paste the model from this page, and let's see. You don't have to worry about those parameters yet. And after we create this one, what we can do is create the prompt from here. Add notes again, find let's see, find prompts and drag the prompt template. And after that, you can drag from here, all this to this here, so it connects. And let's see, you can give the prompt template something about what you want. Like for this example, let me type in, you are a professional chef. Create a very simple recipe from this main ingredient. See, and if you have this prompt, you can type in what's it called, this curly brackets, and type it the variable, which is, I will say, ingredient. If you have done making the template, you can click on this format prompt values, and as you can see, it's already filled in ingredient. But let me see. For this one, you can edit it and make it choose the question from the chat box like this. It will get the text from the user and pass it on the ingredients. If you have, don't forget to save the models. And let me see. Oh, I have this name already. The chain name is chef. Let's see if we can try it on. We can open the chat on the sides, and let me open it, and let's see. What if the main ingredient is egg? Let's see. This might take a long time because this is a big model. Let me see if I can find another model from Hugging Face. Like this one, maybe FlowiseAI. Let me clear this first. Let's see. And change it to this one. And this one. Let's see if this one will be faster. Oh. The problem is with Hugging Face is there are many types of models. So it might not work for some models. Let me see if I can find one. Let's see if we can use the Google's one. Google C, save it, and let's change it to potato. This one. Already this one is worked. For this one, they are creating the what's it called, the result, the answer, which is the recipe from potato. Let me see if we can change to egg. Okay, the answer might be not. It's quite good actually for the answer. Let's see if we can change to bigger parameters like, let me see, 1000. Save it and screenshot. Try again with an 8. Okay, this one is larger and more complete. And what we can do from the back, you can see is you can create your own chatbots with AI with custom models. This one we are going to use the Google Gamma 7 billion parameters. And what you can do with Flowise, we can chain another models with another prompt. Let's see if we can. Let's just copy this inference Hugging Face, and also this one, and the last one. We are going to use this one also. And for this one, we are going to name the LM chain with food critic, like so. And let me see. For the Hugging Face, we are not going to change it, but with prompt, we are going to change it with let's see. You can type it. You are, for example, you are a professional, but harsh food critic. And then create a critic from this recipe. And what we can do is like so, and type in the recipe. This part will be replaced from the recipe, and like so. And the format prompt values for this one, we are going to make it from the result of the previous LLM. But what you have to do is, let's see. What you have to do is change it from LLM chain to output prediction, and so you can drag it to the prompt template in here. And on the format prompt values, you can change it from ingredient to this one is called recipe. So you can add new key is recipe. For the value, it will have this from chef, this output prediction from the previous chain. You can click on that and save it. And like so, you can take it from here and also from here. Let's see if it's complete. Take it first, and let's clear the chat history. Let's see if we can have potato again. Let's see if it's going to have the critics. You're thinking, okay. Okay. This is the response of the models, but maybe because of the type of model, this is not that good for using for this example. And like that, you need to have better models. Like this one is just bad on the response. And let's see if we can maybe change it on with different model. See if it's going to be better. Save it, and again, but when I for bigger models, there are maybe some delay for running it, especially on the Hugging Face. They are free, of course. If you want it to be good, but at least decent, you can always use the OpenAI one. But for the OpenAI, you will need some tokens or credit to use it. This one maybe it doesn't work again, but you can find the model that is working and set your results. This is the example of basic chaining or LLMs. And for this one, you can train the prompts, templates, and use different types of models to make your own chatbots like this one. On this one, you can also with Flowise, you can also create on already provided the API if you want to use it on the code with this kind of code, and you can try it on your local machine, JavaScript, or embed the chatbots, and you can share it also. This is for if you want to share your chatbots to the world. Okay, that one is an example for a basic LLM chain. And for next one, I want to share you how to, if you want to have an if and else in your chatbots. And if you want to categorize your objects, let me see what we can do. Let me save it first with call it else. Again, it will have an LLM chain, node, chains, and get the LLM chain. Also, the models, the LLM, which is for this one, we are going to use OpenAI, the one from OpenAI. And also, we will have the prompt template. You can find it on this one, the prompt template. And like before, we connect this to LLM chain, like this one to this one. If you are using OpenAI, you can get the token like before from the platform openai.com, and on the API keys tab, you can get your API key. And if you have, you can create like before, create new credential with your the name and the key. If you have, you can select your key. I will use my key on here, my second token, and the model name, there are many. You can use the turbo instruct for this one, the base one in here. And for the temperature, temperature is how creative the model will be. If it's lower, it will have to create the result or generate the text based on the data or the context it has. If it's higher, it will be more creative and create answers for you. Okay, for this one, let me see. For the prompt, I will say to give, let me see, comma separated word from synonym of this word. Let's see. With the minimal of 10 words. Let's see. We have the prompt template, and we have to create a variable, this word, and on this word we are going to make it from the questions, user questions. And let's see if we can try it first. Oh, this is, let me see. If we type in the word sing, okay, it gives us this synonyms, like, let me change it to happy. This one also, it does our prompt right. And let's see if we can parse this output to our type of, let's see, what you want, basically. In here, if you want to parse your output, you can type in output parsers, and you can, because this is a list, you can type in the custom list. You can also parse CSV, parse JSON, and etc. But for this one, we are going to use the custom list parser, and the length will be 10 because we set it 2. And let's see if we can drag the parser to here and save it. Let's clear the chat. And again, we will provide the text happy. Okay, it will give you the list of, instead of text, which you have to parse it yourself. This one, you can already get the list of, or arrays of the synonyms of words. That's what you can do with FlowiseAI, which is parsing the objects. And for the next one, I want to, let me see, again, create the if else functions. For this one, let's see, I will change the prompts for this to get the, let me see, sentiment of this sentence. Context, positive or negative. And let's type the sentence. Sentence is sentence. And let's promote this with the word and add sentence. Sentence. And get the sentence from user questions. Like so. And for this parser, we will delete this custom list one and get another parser. Let me see from here. We are going to use the structured output parser and connect this to in here. Let's see. Let me actually delete this first, and let's see if we can try it on in here. Let's clear the chat. Let's give it sentence. I love this product. Let's give it positive, and I hate this product. So it does what it's supposed to do, but for this one, what we will create let's call it, let's see, customer support based on the sentiment analysis result from this LLM machine. But for this one, we want to first parse again, like this one, with the structured output parser. And on this, we add additional parameters and delete these two default items. And for this one, what we want to do is give it the property, which is the sentiment. The type is, let me see, Boolean. Oh, we can change it. Is positive. So it can be Boolean, positive, and the C description is sentiment positive. If you have, we can drag it from here and the parser. And let's see if we can try it on. This one, I hate this product. Yes, positive is false. And let me see if we can. I love this product. As you can see, it's working properly. But for the, let me see, for the customer support, we want to give a response based on the sentiment detected from here. If it's positive, we want to give it a different response from the negative ones. On this add notes, you can try to add the from the tools, I think. Let me see if it or utilities like this if else function. You can find the if else function, and from the LLM chain you can change first to output predictions and drag it to input variable. In here, you can click on the input variable and first change it the key to name sentiment. Let me see, not sentiment because 1 second. Let me see. Okay, it's right. Let me change it to sentiment. And for the value, you can change the value to the result from previous LLMs, which is this one, the instance. And on this if function, you can write a simple code to check if it's positive or not. Like this one, we'll change this and change it to if $sign sentiment dot is positive equals true. We will return a true like this. Just this simple code for if else, and let's save it. If you have done the if else function, then we can create another chains for if it's positive and if it's negative. I will just copy, sorry, I will just copy this LLM. Also this one too. And last thing is this one. So for this one, if it's positive sentiment, let me drag this first. And also the prompt. And let's change the template. Let me see. You can type in, you are a customer support. The user, let me see. give a positive let me see, positive review. Write a response as customer service and don't forget to thank the customer. And let's type in the review in here. Review equals review. This is the review provided. And I save it. Okay, for this one, if it's true, it's going to give on this one. And let's see if we need to give it format. Oh, okay. If it's true, it will going to run this chain. And let's give it the prompt, which is this one is review. And the text is from the questions, user questions, like so. This one is fine. And let's create the other response if it's a negative sentiment. Was sorry. Let me copy this template and also this one. If the sentiment is negative, and copy this chain. And let's connect it like before, the language, the templates. And for this one, but we want to change it. Your customer support, the user give a negative review. Let me see. User gave a negative review, and we want to write a response as customer service, as calm as possible. And don't forget to say sorry. Change it to say sorry to the customer. And this is the review. For the variable, which is always still review from the user question, but we want to drag in the false one. If it's negative review, we want to drag in to, let's see. Oh, let's see. On this one. Okay, this is the fully connected chains. Let me change to the LLM chain because we are going to use it on the chat, and this one also. And don't forget to save it. This is the full code. Let's check if it is working. Let's go to the chat and let's see this product sucks. See if the okay, this one provides sorry, and just like we instructed, if it's a negative review, this means this one from this chains, they are giving a negative review. On we check if it's negative, because it is negative, it will run this part of chain, which is the customer support for bad reviews. Let's see if we can try it on a good review. This product is leafly good. Yeah, leafly good. Okay, so like this, this is the response. Thank you for taking the time for positive review, which is like we say to thank the customer if it a good sentiment. So this is some type of real life applications of if you want to build your own chatbots with existing LLMs. And if you have like products website and you have automated response from users review, you can just drag and drop like this one with Flowise and do it like so. You can, like before, you can just type in the script on your HTML and put it on your websites, or try it on the code and respond and request to the Flowise API with our made it's called chains of LLMs. For this one, we are using all OpenAIs, but if you want, you can always use another type of LLMs like this listed in here from Hugging Face, Olama, Replicate, and many other. Okay, let me see if we have time. If you want to showcase the one for files, I think we have. Still have 12 minutes. Okay, for the next one, I want to show you how to communicate with your files or with your data, basically. Let's create a chat file and let's see, communicate with data. Let's see, okay. If you want to communicate with data, the first thing you want to import is the chains. But this one, we want to use the conversational retrieval key chain, like this one. As you can see, it requires chat model and the vector store review. For the chat model, we are going to get one from OpenAI, the chat models, and let's see, chat OpenAI, like this one, and just drag the point and set up the credential. But for the converter, we are going to keep it low because I don't want the model to give out random answers, but and want it based on the data we give to them. And let's see, keep it 0.3. And let's see. This one, we need a vector story viewer. You can find it on the notes in here. Let's see. Vector in memory, vector store. This one. And you can drag it to this. And okay, you just leave it as is. And in this memory vector store, it requires embedding. You can find the embeddings nodes in here under embeddings. Because we are using the OpenAI's chat model, we will use OpenAI's embeddings. Just drag it in here and slide it to here, and it will requires credential also, and just leave it as is for the model name and also the additional parameters. And after that, we want to load our files in here and add nodes. If we scroll, you will see, document loaders, and you can load many things from CSV file, docx, folder, GitHub, JSON file, PDF, plain text, or if you have an S3 buckets from AWS, you can directly chat with them. And also, if you want to get from website, you can use this one. But for this example, we are going to use a PDF file. Let's see, and drag it to here. Okay, drag the comment to Vector Store. And in here, you can upload your file. Let me see if I will just use my project plan for buckets and applications. 1 second. This is the file we are going to have. This is basically just a project plan for a project. Let's see if we can do it with this one. On Flowise, let's have it first because we don't. If you want to give what you call the model some context, because if you use ChatGPT, ChatGPT doesn't know what this file is, or because it is only know what it's learned on the dataset. If the dataset doesn't have this type of file, it cannot know what the content of this file is. So what you can do is give it some context on the prompt, like answer users questions based on this context. If you type in context in here, and let's see if we can get a Flowise, and from the, let's see, documents, and we give it some context. From here, let's see. This is the context, and also give it some more context, which is, where is it? Oh, this one. And let's see the getting started until this one. We give them context of how doing it, and then we can ask like how to install Flowise, like so, because we already give them some context about the topics. It can answer the questions from our given context. This is basically the same, but we are going to give the model from our PDF file. But if we give them all of our file contents, it will consume too much tokens, because it needs money to run these things. What we can do is we can split the PDF file, so when it asks, it will give the user the model, I mean, the relevant text only. On this one, you can find it on, let's see, text splitters, and I think the best one is the recursive one. This one, I mean, this is basically recursively splitting the content of this PDF file. So when it gives to the model, it is not too many and uses too much tokens. For this one, we are going to set the chunk overlap to 50 and keep the additional parameters like so. And let's see. If you have this in Vector Store, it will ask you to upload first, and beside the what's called the chat icon, you can click on the green button and click on upload. Let's see if it's success. If success, you can just close it. Oh, for this one, I want change it to document per file instead of document per page, so I can access every page on the file. And let's save it and upsort it again. Let's see. Okay, it's success. And let me see if we can add something. Let's ask what is AXA chairman. This is and make it big. What is AXA? What's called AXA chairman. Okay, it answers the questions correctly from based on this data we gave to them. It doesn't need to be PDF, or it doesn't need to be this specific file. You can do it with many types of data. Let's see if we can ask another type. Let's see on this one. Is there any identifiable potential risks or user related to this project? Let's see on this one. Okay, based on the file we gave them, this is the result of potential risk or issue related. So this is the how you can create a chat model to chat with your own data with from your files. Doesn't need to PDF. You can, like I said before, there are many types of document loaders from the website. You can use it from here. If it's from CSV or DocX or Figma even, you can do it so. So this is how you can use Flowise or creating your own chat models. Maybe for this, let me see. Maybe that's all for our lecture today. If you have any question, kindly ask on our groups. Thank you, everyone. We will continue our next lecture next week.